Ashen One.
Yo, yo, yo! Oi, what's this now? What's this now? That's what Death's Horseman is saying. What's this now? So, why can't I hear the game then? What's going on there? Sort that out. Sort that out. Can you hear me? You hearing me would be a start, right? Oh, Iman's in the house. Hello, Iman. I'm just gonna start a new game. Get rid of this guy here. I fancy getting back to what I used to do, where I make sort of like starter guides and things like that. And I think that's what we could do on the stream tonight if enough people join. We can why don't we come up with some cool ideas? Why don't we I have done a video on the channel where I start with samurai. And we sort of make a sort of homemade we make a homemade corpse piler and rivers of blood with Yuchi Katana and Bloody Slash and stuff. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Yeah. Sunday, guys. How's everyone's week been? Are you looking forward to the next week that's about to come? I mean, I suppose technically Sunday is the start of the week. So I'm talking nonsense, really, to be honest. You know what I mean? Oh, I do not remember the buttons to this game. Not remember. Say that, this is quite good. Hey, Iman, you tricked your nephew earlier to start Elden Ring so we could play together his first ever Souls game. Well, hey mate, it's not much of a trick. Not much of a trick. That's as far as tricks go, that's pretty awesome. So we'll play through and we'll see what happens. We'll just see what we can make up. So I don't remember the buttons. I'm not doing too bad. Such a false sense of security getting that hit in, because you think, oh, brilliant, like I can really do some damage to this guy. And really. Yeah, see how far we can get. I haven't played Elden Ring in months. Well, about a month. Oh. It's coming back to me, guys. It's coming back to me, you know? Oh, I should use my arrows, really, shouldn't I? We got some pretty good stuff, pretty good things in this. And I should use Unsheath as well. Whoa. I still got the skills, guys. I still got them. I mean, I'm probably going to die, but, you know. Off the edge. Oh, I just had to release as I thought he was going to lift the shield up. Come on, tough guy. I haven't played this game in so long. He goes for a scream there, yeah. I remember he always goes for a scream there. I mean, this isn't going to be part of my starter guide. I don't think this is going to have anything to do with, you know, my plans for how we can set this up. It's this combo that I feel confident going. He does his stab attack, and then you just go in. Just delay 2 rolls there. Uh-oh. Unsheath is pretty cool, but I'm just worried about some of the timings on it, and it's just too much of a window for me being opened up. Right, he's gonna get angry now because he's at 50%, so he's gonna start buffing. Oh, he put the shield up at the last second. Touche, old boy. Touche. Oh, no. That was silly. That was silly. This is not bad for a first time back, guys. That's what I'm going to say. I will get to your chat in a minute. I will get to your chat in a minute, I promise. Oh, no. No. Leave me alone. Oosh. One more mistake and it's game over. There it is. Oh, that was almost it. That was so almost it. Oh, staggered him. Nice. Do you reckon we can finish him with 14 arrows? We can. That's enough to kill him if I don't hit his shield. We're not beating this guy our first time back. Oh, there it is. No. I could have beat him. I could have beat him. I could have beat him. He's 16. Iman, that's cool. I just started a new character, so I'm quite desperate need for a new guide. Lol. One of the most useful things I hardly see on beginning guides is the location of smithing stones, bell bearings, or even smithing stone spots in the game. Most of the guides teach you how to get runes. Bombasa, is this new game plus? Mate, this is just a brand new game, Terry, mate. Terry Teabag. Oh, Bill, rusty, are we? I could have taken him then. I could have taken him. As soon as I realised that 14 arrows could kill him, it, they, her, whatever, I got greedy. Rule number 1, don't be greedy. Right, come on, let's go make ourselves feel better. Missed. That was embarrassing. That's live on YouTube. Yep. Not gonna be... I mean, I can cut that out, but, you know, bang to rights. It's so good. Bill and Ewan and Iman. Hello. Hello, Ewan. Ewan says, yo, I'm cool. Here he is. Great. Gravity. Rule number 1, gravity is the real boss. Rule number 2, gravity is the real boss. I'm gonna break your star. I can break that shield for you, right? What's going on? Love that. So cool. Unsheath is just such a cool little thing to start with early on in the game. It feels really meaty. There's just something about the way it connects that feels great. I love that you can sort of run in and just... I'm guessing that the samurai class was probably the most popular class chosen when everyone first started playing. Just because, you know, when you look at some of the other classes, this thing looks like it's fully kitted out from the beginning, which it is, to be fair. Oh! Another embarrassing moment. Rule number 3, get good. Why am I trying to go through there? I know that's not the way. Howdy, neighbor. Gregory. If you beat the first boss, you get their swords and shield. Yeah, you get the ceremonial something sword and shield, like golden sword and shield and that. Right, here we go, hardest boss in the game. He's got fight. He's got fight. Look, he can do some damage. He can do some damage. It's such a funny thing putting that in because it gives you such a false... Like... I suppose after the Grafted Scion, you do need a bit of a pick-me-up. Like, you do need a little bit of confidence. And he does come down those stairs. You know, you go through a fog gate, the boss music kicks in. Well, a type of boss music. The health bar appears across the bottom of the screen. You're thinking, wow, this is some serious stuff. We're going here. And you get a nice, easy win. And you think, you know what? This game's not that bad. Very mediocre sword and shield for all that effort, though. Bill, that's the really frustrating... Well, at first I was frustrated. I think the day the game... Oh, God, sorry. Oh. Right, I've done my back in. Oh, I'm turning to chat. Turning to the chat is like wrecking my back. I need to turn my whole chair like this. That's so embarrassing. Oh. Yeah, Terry, the first thing I ever did was, I don't even know how I came across it. I just went straight and got the Meteoric Ore Blade. And, the Meteoric Ore Blade and, yeah, the Meteorite Staff and Rock Sling. I just went and got them. I don't know why. Very early on I found that and I was like, wow, this is just incredible. And it carried me all the way through the game. Oh my God, my back is absolute agony. Oh. My phone. I text Mrs. Ashen to bring me some painkillers. Yeah, well, Greg, right? Let me show you. I hope I'm saying Greg, right? I think I asked you that before, actually. I do apologise. This is the question, right? Do we want to get the Nagakiba really early, but then kind of lock ourselves out of Eleanor's quest? I mean, if you kill Yura this early on, right at the beginning, do we lose out on the Eleanor's Pole Blade? Because you just fight Millicent in the church in Altus Plateau, don't you? Oh, by the way, I'm definitely not scared. I'm definitely going after this guy. Oh, we wasted all our fire arrows. Boo. Right, mate. Yeah, he's alright, look at him. Ow. Oh, I'm in trouble here. Oh, too shale, boy. Oh, my back. I think we do lose her sword. Do we? I mean, is building up? Yeah, I mean, that, I suppose that's a caveat, right? We could just say. So all I'm thinking is, Bill, we can build. I'm not even sure if like. Maybe hero or vagabond would be just as good as samurai. I'm just thinking we make ourselves a homemade corpse piler, right? We make ourselves that. Someone remind me, is the Nagakiba, I think, is the Nagakiba somber smithing stones? But does anybody want me to just stay here and try and fight that guy? Anyone? I mean, I'm happy to do little challenges and stuff, and you guys can watch me go insane, start crying and stuff. Ooh, guys, do you mind if I do this? Oh no, I'm not playing on the modded version. Okay. Does it matter that I'm not playing on the modded version? It shouldn't. I'll try it. It'll either break or. The samurai moveset feels really cool. You guys mind if I do this? All I'm thinking is we can go Like this. Speed things up a bit if we want. Go a bit nuts. There we go. Just the camera mod on PC. Oh, it's normal smithing stones. That's so annoying because normal smithing stones I actually find to be an absolute pain. Somber smithing stones are way easier. Actually, we'll speed up chatting to Dana. Ewan says hacker. He's hacking. This isn't a starter guide. He's cheating. He's running way too fast. Bill's saying he does love that wear and tear isn't a thing. Yeah. I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of... Sometimes it's just a bit pointless. Like, what games am I playing? Oh yeah, that Lies of P. When we did a bit of... I did some Let's Plays on that, and we did some... We did a couple of live streams on that, did we? I can't remember. I think it was like, it just seemed to be completely pointless that your weapon would lose its sharpness because it was so... You had an unlimited way just to resharpen it. It just seemed like a bit of a silly mechanic to put in, try and add a bit of drama to the combat. I just don't think it was done well. Yeah, wasn't too impressed by that at the end. I've also done, guys, a bit of a hot take. Ah, right, okay. There is something I want to talk to you guys about tonight. I have 2 hot takes, okay? I'm coming in hot on 2 things, and I think some people may get very, very angry with me. So Bill, you've literally just mentioned you're like on to what I'm talking about, or what I want to talk about. So the first hot take I have is that Final Fantasy 16, unfortunately, after hindsight and after being a bit hyped up and after being excited in the first sort of 10 hours of the game, imagining what the game was going to be, after all that hype and loving it and just getting my Final Fantasy fanboy on, I've decided that Final Fantasy 16 is not a good game. I mean, it's an alright game. It's not a good Final Fantasy game. It's so unbelievably surface level. There's just no depth to it at all. Looks good. Liked the story and sort of general. I did think that they kill off a few good characters too soon, and I think some storylines that are really interesting just get cut off immediately and end. But I mean, the game looks good. I'll be honest, the game did kind of feel quite good as well. But I was thinking about the combat, and it was like, you switch your elements with the icons, right? So you switch to, you switch Meister Fire or whatever, right? You're fighting a fire enemy. That triangle fire spell that you shoot out does the same damage as the ice spell. They just had loads of stuff that they just sort of ruined and just sort of ignored and didn't have in the game. Are you saying you want to have more game with your game? Well, Ewan, see, I would have expected... First of all, right, let's talk about the combat, okay? The combat really excited me and got me a bit sort of on the edge of my seat, because it starts off a bit flashy and cool. Now, when you start switching out the icons, I thought, well, this is a really cool sort of like combo thing. But then I thought, I've only ever played the first Devil May Cry game, and I'm not really interested in the other ones. I don't really like fast-paced arcadey nonsense sort of combat. So I kind of started realizing the combat was a bit rubbish. And I was trying out some cool combos with different icons and things like that. This was a bit... So I started thinking that the combat wasn't very good. And then I was thinking about like how awful it is when... Like, the dog has all of these, like... They list loads of abilities and special things that Torgal can do. you can't do anything with them. You can't, like, you can't edit him or upgrade him or change him or set things on the dog so that, like, it's a part of your loadout and your build and things like that. I mean, you can't make builds in the games. Utter nonsense. All the crafting stuff was completely pointless because the crafting was just, right, here's two story plot points. After you've done these 2 main story plot points, you'll have the item you need to craft that sword. So at no point did I ever feel like I was going out and, you know, and farming the materials and stuff for building out a super sword and everything like that. It just seemed like a shell of a Final Fantasy game. It felt like the whole thing felt like a demo, to be honest, a really long demo. Well, and that's the other thing as well. Hey, Blood Moon, you right, mate? Sorry. Oh, you're getting killed. Oh, I'm getting absolutely hammered. Step 1 of my really easy challenge is to fight him. I apologise, I'm reading the chat. Yeah, Greg, so it just... So they have the hunting thing from Final Fantasy 12 in it, which is pretty cool. It's in quite a few Final Fantasy 10 and stuff. But again, that was insanely easy. Like, I was beating S rank monsters when I was like 15 levels below them. Because if you're trained in From Software games and you start understanding the enemy's attack patterns, it's literally a 1-button click pretty much to counter attack or dodge or do anything you can just to basically never get hit. So I didn't really appreciate the idea of playing the game through and then unlocking hard mode and then playing it all again, and then it pulled over a few MMO type things from Final Fantasy 14, like where your super legendary weapon is now weaker than a green weapon because you've gone into hard mode, and you can now craft the plus weapon. So you can, all of your gear that you've got, you can now have a plus, or like it's got a different name and it's like an upgraded version. And it was just like, just didn't seem to. Yeah, it just didn't seem to go anywhere below the surface, unfortunately. So yeah, it's a shame. And like, I did like that the areas opened a bit. Like the areas did open up a bit, and it wasn't as linear as I thought it was going to be that people were complaining about. But then when you compare it to something like, say, Final Fantasy 12, yeah, probably not really one of the most popular games of the series. It's killed me again. What am I doing? I'm just supposed to. Where's Yura? I'm just supposed to be. There he is, just down there. Cameron says Final Fantasy 16 is my game of my year so far. Wow, impressive, mate. Well, Cameron, I'm glad you say that, mate. Because by the time I'd finished it, I was just like, I was getting really angry with the people that were saying, it's not a Final Fantasy game. I was getting really annoyed. I was like, why say that? And I wouldn't go as far as to say it's not a Final Fantasy game, but I just couldn't believe how weak it was. Like the surface of it all, like it just that's the word that I keep attributing to it, is just surface. I get really excited in games when I think they're going to go deeper, and then when they do go deeper, you're just like, oh my god, this is the best game ever. And I was just waiting for more things to happen, and like with the combat, like, so going back to like having your party members, it's completely pointless. Like, it's just absolute nonsense. Like, you can't do anything with them. And Ewan, if you're still on, when Final Fantasy was all getting hyped up and we were getting close to it being released, Final Fantasy 16, I was like, look, I'm not watching anything about this game. I genuinely needed it to be a surprise, right? I needed it to feel brand new. I just didn't want to be spoilt on anything, right? So obviously I went into the game and I had sort of come across some rumors. I'd seen some Reddit threads, or I'd seen 1 or 2 comments about this and that, and I was just like, And one of the things that I read, and again, as soon as I read it, I got really excited, and then I never pursued the information. Where's Yura? Isn't he supposed to be here by now? One of the things that I read that I mistook for the truth was I thought it was going to have the Final Fantasy XII Gambit system. So I thought you were going to have... Where is this guy? Why is he not spawning? So I thought you have like, you know, your cast of supporting dudes, and you'd be bringing them into the battles and stuff, and you know, you'd be setting them up as healers, you'd be setting them up as tanks, you know, you'd be doing all that cool stuff, and you'd be unlocking all the Gambit commands and things like that. It was just nothing. I mean, I love single-player games, but that's a bit too single-player for me. It was like literally like you are one character playing the game, you know. So I got really excited. So when that didn't appear, I was then obviously quite upset. Hey, Yura, thanks for your help, mate. So yeah, I was a bit unhappy with that, and then the combat. Yura doesn't come as far if you don't fight. Oh, okay, I just need to attack him. But anyway, you can keep him quite easily at arm's length with the sheep. I'm just going to go up here. We'll get the Nagakiba. So yeah, so that's my first hot take. Greg, you're asking what about the story. So the story of the game is actually not bad. But then again, I started realising that I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but the way some of the characters were getting killed off, I was just like... It just felt like... There was a little bit of Final Fantasy 16 where I thought this is a Game of Thrones B script. Like, it's sort of... it's the one that it was the first draft of a Game of Thrones episode, or a Game of Thrones season or something, that they had to rewrite. They had to tweak to make better. So the story, in the end, didn't really... Don't get me wrong, right? There's some really dramatic moments in it, and I was really invested with the characters. So I'll give it that. I will give it that. I really liked the characters, and I just thought the characters were really well done. I'm just not sure about their treatment and how some of their storylines went. So that's my hot take. Final Fantasy 16 for me goes down to like being a 6 out of 10. I can see where it's opened up some things for DLC, like at one point in the game you're there and then it's 5 years later. So that's going to happen. But yeah, it just... I don't know, it just didn't... it just didn't stand up to what I needed it to be. But I wonder if it has to do with Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like, maybe all their beans are in that, right? All the effort's there, and they were just like, look, we'll quickly make another game, and we'll spin it out a few months before, or a year before, or half a year before. But yeah, I don't know. Something about it, it all ended up being very flat for me. Very, very flat. Didn't see the point in them really opening up too much of the areas of the world space because there's nothing really there. I got greedy. He's getting stabby. Good rolling, mate. So, the question is there a much easier way to kill this guy to get his sword? Now, I'm not saying that's too hard. All I'm thinking in my head is Final Fantasy, and I'm chatting to you guys, so that's why I'm being a bit rubbish, because I cannot multitask. I cannot concentrate on more than one thing at a time. Yeah, so that's my first hot take. Cameron, I'm so sorry, mate. I know you and I are big Final Fantasy fans, but Square Enix need to do better. So hopefully the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, hopefully that'll be brilliant, right? Hopefully that will be brilliant. My second hot take is, and this is where everybody leaves the stream. Obviously, I love Zelda games, right? Absolutely love Zelda games. Obviously, I bought Tears of the Kingdom day it came out, right? I haven't enjoyed the frame rate. Frame rate? I haven't enjoyed the frame rate. I haven't enjoyed the frame rate on the handhelds of my Switch. That's been quite hard to adjust to. And I haven't had time to get into it properly, but I'm seeing so much stuff online of people building all of this really cool stuff. It just puts me off the game. So, someone on this chat who's playing Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Ewan says, careful now. Cameron says it's fine, I'll unsub. I'll unsub now, though. I don't want to play Zelda because I want to play a Zelda game. I don't want to play Minecraft. I don't want to play a massive open world game with Link in it where you're just building things like giant mechs and army tanks, and I just like, if the game Zelda games are about a nice big world to explore and really awesome dungeons with incredible puzzles in them, incredible mini bosses in the dungeons halfway through, and then incredible bosses for the dungeons. So that's my concern with Zelda. I just don't think it... All I'm seeing is it looks more like a Minecraft game. It looks more like a bloody building game than it does a Zelda game. So I'm very concerned by it, and I'm just put off. I just don't want to play it.
Wait, please.
Play on emulation for 80 frames per second. So there you go. So, Ewan, Cameron's unsubbing. Are you unsubbing now?
I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true.
Newest Pokemon. Probably found that out with the newest Pokemon. Well, that's cool. No, I'm not fishing for likes, guys, but YouTube have put a little heart button on the live chat. That's pretty good. What am I doing with Patches? I'm supposed to be talking to him or something.
What do you... Now, how did I took you for an innocent... what?
I'll let you off. So that's my thing, Ewan. Like, do I need talking down off the ledge? Like, is it an awesome Zelda game with amazing dungeons? And I don't mean 400 shrines where you do little mini puzzles and then get, like, quarter of an item to upgrade your health or stamina. I mean awesome dungeons. Because that was massively lacking for me from Breath of the Wild. I wanted to be able to explore, go into loads of cool dungeons, get an awesome weapon and stuff like that. It's superb on emulation on the Asus Ally. Oh, it's a 10 out of 10 game, one of the best Zelda ones. Okay, so Ewan, talk to me about it. Have you been playing it a lot? Because the thing that annoyed me about Breath of the Wild was there were 4 sort of dungeons, those big giant sounds so reductive. I'm so sorry to Zelda fans. I consider myself a Zelda fan. The divine beasts, that's it. I was going to say the big animals. Divine beasts is what I meant. Not so much dungeons, but there's more depth to the world. What does that mean? Just building giant army tanks and
nice of you to drop
planes and flying around.
Well, you won't need...
I don't know. Maybe there's just something about it. Maybe it's just too big for me where I'm at with gaming now. Maybe that's what it is. So, as part of our little guides, we've got, you know, we can get gold pickle fowl foots for leveling up. We could argue that we buy Margit's shackle to make the first boss easy. That's quite expensive, though. Patches should stay here, shouldn't he? He should stay here until... He should stay there until I go anywhere near Altus Plateau or Caelid, right?
Well.
I've put 80 hours in and done 2 of the main mission dungeons so far. You've got the overworld and the underworld that you can explore. Now with secrets and mechanics, it's more like the entire game is the dungeon split into zones for the elements. Okay. Okay. Okay, Patches is a hell of a boy. What a trap that is. What a trap that is. Bill, is the Asus Ally thing you've got, is it a laptop then, is it? Greg, isn't it the Ark Survival stuff? I always see that on Steam. It's always been recommended to me on Steam. Right, guys, so for this guide, right, we need to consider upgrading stones, golden seeds for flasks, money, runes. That's what we're going to do, okay? We need some early leveling stuff. So obviously we've got the giant dragon, which we can bleed and get, like, with one of our gold pickle foulfoots. That's what we've got to do. We've got to start getting... we've got to start thinking what our criteria is. I suppose what we probably want to be saying is... you know, you start the game... I guess we want to sort of say it's a starting guide. You get Godric down. Like, you get Godric down and you're ready for the game, maybe. And then, like... Because a friend of mine said that he watches some YouTube channels where... So a mate of mine just wants to play Elden Ring, right? But he's really busy. And he's quite overwhelmed by it. You know, it's a big game. If he had the time, he'd be absolutely fine to play it. But he said what he likes to do is find somebody, a YouTuber, that's just done a whole guide through the game. And you can just follow it episodically, knowing that you're going to get somewhere. But of course, obviously, you hit a hard boss, and that can be tough. There's an easier way of doing this. I think if I take him up the stairs... The ladder, sorry. I think this is what I'm supposed to do. I don't know, actually, fighting him up here seems quite dangerous. Oh! Oh! Look how close I am to dying. So, we want to get his bloody slash skill. Captain Strips says, hey, how are you enjoying it, Elden Ring? Mate, still playing it over a year later, man. It's the only good game I've played in a while, mate. Fortunately. One even Paul. That's what we want. Ashen for bloody slash. So, if you think we've got to fight, Neregus and Yura and this guy, is this a bit of a? Do you think this is a bit of a like a harsh, easy starter's guide? What do you reckon? I'm sure there'd be a way to kill him. I'm sure if we're smart about it, we can hit him off that ledge, like down the ladder. Also, Ashen, mate, DM'd you a couple of days ago in regards to something you said before. Give it a chance when you have a... Give it a glance when you have a chance. Could be interesting to explore. Mate, did you just write that as a poem? Right, stop a minute. Right, Ewan. Listen to what you've written. This is brilliant. Also, Ashen, mate, I DM'd you a couple of days ago in regards to something you said before. Give it a glance when you have a chance. Could be interesting to explore. That is brilliant. I want that framed. Ewan, I want that framed in my office. Am I getting really excited over something really stupid? I don't know why. That's just made me really happy reading that. He's a poet and he doesn't even know it. Greg says, man's a genius. Greg, I've always said that, mate. That man's a genius. That's a genius. Okay, so Bill, you're saying it's like the handheld game in PC, running Windows 11. I know of Ark, buildings file type game, not really my thing. The second one does look good. Well, there you go. Guys, reading the chat is getting me in all kinds of trouble. Look what you guys are doing to me. Right, so we got an Ash of War. We've got the Nagakiba, which we probably can't really use yet. So there's probably a thing there where you probably just want to get on that sooner rather than later. I suppose my question is, guys, we need to do a nice little route for getting because Greg, I think it was you that popped on, or someone popped on at the beginning, and they literally said, I want to start a guide, you know, about getting the bell stones and things like that, the bell bearings. Yes, thing, Greg. Due to my hours work, I wouldn't be able to play with others. That's when those games really great. Depends what kind of start you're talking about. If it's some actually brand new to the game, I'd say this is a bit advanced, difficult for it. Yeah, well, I think it might be. I think it might be, Ewan. I think it might be. You know, we would need a way to cheese the 3 enemies we've just fought. Radagon Sword Seal for the win. I haven't gone to get that yet. My mind is. We'll travel back down. So I suppose what you really want to do here is get the map and get to the third Church of Marika, start getting all the Flask of Wondrous Physic and everything. Yeah, Ecoterra says bow. We do have a bow. Maybe we could incorporate the bow into more of the fighting. Not a stream to bash Final Fantasy and Zelda. Well, I'm gonna give Zelda a chance, but unfortunately, Final Fantasy 16 and me have parted ways. Played it, completed it, won't bother platinum it. It was funny when I was playing it, Cameron, because all I was thinking, right? Greg, sorry, my bot has told you off for some reason. I always say I'm going to try and calm the bot down, but I think the bot is now just self-aware and out of my control. I no longer have control over the bot. Got emojis repeated. Yeah, Ewan, maybe things like picking up Rock Sling and the Meteoric Ore Blade and things like that. The bot kills you. But then we can also have we can do tiered guides. So we could say that, well, this is for more advanced players. I mean, it's just little things like it's you know, if you go into Patches' cave and you can quickly warp into Limgrave here, it's got a nice little route to it. You can go to the Third Church of Marika, get your Flask of Wondrous Physic. You can run south to this place here, Fort Height, and you can get the Sword Seal, and you can get Golden Seed, and you can get an Ash of War. It's just trying to figure those things out. What do I need for the Nagakiba's? Sword Seal is actually going to give us, well, it should actually give us what we need, but I don't want to lose the runes. 18 and 22. Oh, that, I don't think that would be enough, because I think it only gives you +5 in some things. Yeah, so we want to put some points in Strength and Dex then. Yeah, build, exactly. You this is kind of like a Strength Dex bleed build. I don't know, maybe it goes Arcane. We'll figure it out. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we just build this up. We just build it up as a sort of as a playthrough. There's multiple things we can do with it. Basically, we can do a come and play with me, turn it into chapters. This is what we're going to do. Episodic thing. Oh, and or you know, you can just make them into little singular guides. Using samurai bows may smooth things easy when you get arrow sting and arrows reach talisman. Yeah, I mean, sniping your way through could be a way about it. Also different if you want to follow the law. Yeah, that's another mechanic to it as well. Where are all the enemies? I came back here just to double check something before we go to Caelid to the next thing. Where are the enemies? Do they die if you kill the... Is that what... Oh, that's what you do. You do that for Kenneth Haight, don't you? He talks about the knights. Did you beat the knight? All of... I didn't know that. Ah. I didn't know that. There you go. Learning something new every day. Ooh, Bill. Another good thing is getting the furthest cookbook, the sleep pots. Oh my god, look at this schoolboy error. I didn't get the Sight of Grace. I swear I got the Sight of Grace there. Whatever. Right. So yes, we can run straight into Caelid, go to the whatever the fort is there, Fort Pharaoh, or whatever the hell it's called. And obviously we can get the Saw Seal. And obviously you can get the other Dectus piece. So I'm just wondering as well, like, what if we go to Altus Plateau? We need to consider some of the story implications or quest implications. Nasty dog. He's got a bit of help. Oh, boy's got a bit of beans. Got a bit of beans. I think shortest no spoiler path to level 60. Interesting. We just have to consider implications around yeah, just any quests that get a bit funky. Well, lads, I love how scary this bridge is the first time you come in, and then it's literally nothing. You just do that. Man, one thing I wanted to know is how to go to the Dectus lift without having to kill Renala or the Magnum. Oh, mate, I can show you that. That's super easy. Mate, that's like... Mate, we can do that. Because all you do, mate... Can't see it on the map here. But that tower, Fort Heights, the other tower is here, yeah? So there's a little teleporter there, just behind the Third Church of Marika, which spawns you up here somewhere. Yeah, ignore what I was just doing on the map then. It's like over here somewhere. But yeah, and you can basically just run straight to. You can just run all the way through Leonia the Lakes. Straight to the lift. You essentially, well, we'll do it. We'll do it on this. We'll do it on this stream. I won't bother talking about it. I'll just. Why don't I just bloody get on with it? He gives you an arrow, Ash before my shot. Yeah. He gives you an arrow. He gives you a bow-based Ash of War. Bill, yes. Does that still work? And do we want to go down the route of glitches? I don't really mind. I don't mind, really. Right, apparently. Greg, I'll show you it now, mate. We'll make it a part... If I'm going to build a guide, I may as well actually guide somebody whilst we're... whilst we're coming up with what this guide's going to be. Where's the golden seed? Oh, yeah. Being stupid. Right along. I think I'm investing too much in this cliff jumping. Yeah, there it is. Wait. Easy, mate. Easy. Get a golden seed there. He's still aiming for us, by the way. Use that rock there. Pick up the map piece. And leave. Bad. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on the Weeping Peninsula as well. Hello.
Buying or selling?
What do you sell, Mr. Man? Okay, so you've got the first start of our smithing stones. Cracked pots as well. We'll just remember all this stuff because we need to start thinking about what we're going to pick up and when and why. I mean, there's plenty of golden seeds around all of here, you know. Isn't the green... We can get the green turtle talisman? Bill, maybe the green turtle talisman's like a nice thing to get. Because we can get that up in Summoner Water Village. Oh my god, I didn't get the... Oh yeah. I thought I'd done that again. I was like, oh my god. Okay. It's not a glitch, it's part of the game design. There's a lever to open the doors out of the maiden area that is the only reverse door opening lever in the game, so like the abductor maiden. Okay, Bill, there you go. You sold it to me. So if we can get into Lanedale early, what's the benefit? Hola, how's... -1 teammate says, hola, how's dying? Dying is absolutely spot on as usual, mate. Spot on as usual. You know how dying is, mate. It's just reliable. It's reliable and consistent. And it's no nonsense. Bill, what about getting the Golden Vow Ash of War? That's up the hill. There's a lot of stuff we can be picking up here. But I'm just, like Ewan said, there's some difficult enemies. Once you're in Lanedale, there's a bunch of progress you can do. But yeah, I suppose you can run to a few decent items, maybe? Probably don't want to be fighting anything too early on, do you? Right, Greg, let me show you then, because I may as well do this next. No. So, Bill, isn't there a Golden Vow Ash of War? Not the incantation. The Golden Vow Ash of War is up here somewhere. And I believe the Thurber's cookbook for the sleep pots is there. Do you see we've got all of these little places? All of these locations where we can just run and get some. I mean, there's a green turtle talisman up there for our stamina, which I think you just need a stone sword key for. And I just got a stone sword key. Right, Greg, let me show you this then, mate. Let me show you this. Why not just use violence? Yeah, the Ash of War was an easy one. Really close to the Colosseum. That's right, for Thurber's cookbook. So there's all these little things if you consider killing, going after the Godskin Noble and stuff like that, or the Godskin Apostle, I can't remember what it is, it's the Noble. You know, I'm just wondering of the importance of being in Volcano Manor and needing somber smithing stones. Yeah, again though, with the bell bearings and stuff, we've got to consider difficulty. Like, I'm realizing now, like, it's fun running to all of this stuff. But those three enemies we fought weren't the easiest. They weren't the easiest. Alright, mate. How's it going? Run away! Run! And we could also look at poison arrows. Am I going to cheese the Knights Cavalry? Mate. We can try it. Usually what I do, and I've got videos of this online, you cheese the dragon there, the dragon up here, and the Knights Cavalry. Cheese all three of them with each of those gold pickle fowl foots. But again, like Ewan said, I'm realizing how advanced that is. To 100% each map, approximately how much time is spent? No, mate. Right, so now that we're here, what I would do is... What do we need to level up? Right, so I'm just going to level up once, right? I'm not going to do anything crazy. Oh, she's going to want to talk. Let me speed this up.
Forgive me. To deter if you could see torrent, whereas there is a gathering.
We'll go to the round table hall a little later on, lady. Thank you all. Yeah, we'll go to there later on. Right, we don't want to get an insane amount of runes just yet. Oh, I was supposed to level up, so I'll just put a point in vigor. And that means that if we're dying now, we're going to be fine. We're going to be absolutely finito. We've got nothing to lose, really. So Greg, just to get, so the second part of the Dectus medallion's here. So now all you have to do now is get to the Dectus lift. That's pretty easy to do. You run past Stormvale Castle, right? The little secret path into Leonie of the Lakes. You run straight on Torrent through the lakes, right? To the South Academy Site of Grace, where you go into the second dungeon, but you can't actually get in there just yet. Get that Site of Grace, jump off the bridge, head over to Smaragd, the big dragon, ignore him, pick up the key, glintstone key, and that's it. Go back into the academy, walk to the Bellum Highway, and you're done. Oh, I am so weak. You know what? I've never actually tried to survive this. I've always died. I wonder if I can get out. Almost certainly not if that ghost dude knocking about. No chance. Ah, here we go. You don't need to die in there. But you can. That's the... Oh my god, tell me Torrent can jump over that wall. What's the back doing out here? Get away! You're not allowed out of the fort. Right. Okay. I mean, we're gonna take damage, but that's not bad, is it? So we got that. Right, next thing then is to get our gold pickle foul feet ready. Now, I suppose you could try and do this. Bill, give me a... There's a warp on the highway. Yep. Greg, there is, mate. I'm going to show you that. So, Bill, talk to me. If I can make it... If we get the gold leaves floating, will it top up our... Can you force it to spawn like this? Constantly resetting the time to nightfall? You know when it does the glowing 15% more stuff? I'm just wondering if that's worth mentioning. Because we're about to spam this poor old girl. And then we're going to pop our gold pickle foul foot in can. Now, can somebody just confirm that the glitch of running back on your horse doesn't work anymore, right? Like, you actually can't... Took me 60 hours to plat on... Got any bleed grease? I haven't picked any... Yes, I have! Oh, it's fire grease. That could be another good shout, Eco. That could be another good shout. Pick up some bleed grease to make this go faster. Yeah, Bill, so the running back is patched. What you used to be able to do is you used to be able to run on torrents back to the site of grace before the dragon actually died. And you'd still get all the runes, but the dragon would still be here, and it just meant you could just keep doing this. It is absolutely ridiculous. I think you get sleep grease, yeah. Oh, Bill, you've just reminded me. Running down to the southern peninsula, down to Castle Morn, that's quite interesting because the vendor was selling cracked pots. We need cracked pots, right, to make sleep potions. Well, I don't even know if that's going to be part of the guide, to be honest, because sleep only works on humanoid tarnished enemies, doesn't it? It's quite a specific set of enemies that you can actually make fall asleep. It's not a lot. Of course, it's the drawstring sleep grease for arrows, yeah? I think sometimes it's just better to let your stamina bar refill. Oh, there it is, another big chunk. I think you should have just patched this out of the game as well. Like... That's it, it's not the bloody arrows thing, it's the speed, isn't it? It lands really quick and then it just doesn't last very long. Power stancing could, but the Nag I don't think I have the stats of the Nagakiba yet. Right, I need to keep an eye on this now because I don't want him to die before I pop the gold pickle foul foot. No, I think we're okay, Bill. I think we can do... I'm gonna risk it. I think... Oh, solid. Yeah, I'll just do it. I'm actually getting worried he is gonna die. Gee. Yeah, you were right, mate. You were right. There you go. So what are we getting for that? 75k, something like that? 64, but it doubles up a bit more, doesn't it? Whoa, 96. Okay. So leveling up then. I mean, we can respec later, but I wonder if... I think I'm going to get the base requirements for the Nagakiba, and ignoring the fact the Radagon Sword Seal has boosted me. Just because we might not be using the Radagon Sword Seal, but like I do think it's safe to say we need 18 strength and 22 dexterity. Okay. But you do bring up a really good point, Greg. We can now power stance. We've got an Uchigatana and a Nagakiba. We could power stance. That's an interesting idea, mate. That's an interesting idea. What was it? 18 and 22? Okay. I mean, Vigor can just start going high anyway. I wonder what we do about Arcane in this situation. Yeah, even Julie, that's what I was thinking. Jacob Jungbloot says, feels like ages since I last read. Mate, I'm so sorry about that, man. I've been so... I know it's like a really lame excuse, but I've been very busy and I've been very down. Just work stuff. I've had quite a few knockbacks. I've just had a lot of sort of set myself up for some hope with work. You should never hope. You should never hope. So yeah, I haven't really been feeling streaming, but I think I'm just, like I said to my wife, I just said, look, I think I'm just going to go back to committing to Wednesdays and Sundays. Try and do one video a week, proper YouTube video, or maybe 3 or 4 a month, and then just get back into streaming properly. Okay, so leveling up. Put a few more in endurance. I wish Fess was here. I know what the level up menu is, mate. Wait. Is Arcane going to help our bleed? I just don't want to be knocking about with so much runes on me. How's the Nagakiba's going to be scaling more with Dex, so we will probably end up putting an affinity on it. Maybe we will go for Keen or something like that. So maybe for now I'll just put my points into health and dexterity. Let's stay alive and let's get some C-based scaling straight out the gate, yeah? There you go, I'll just put that to 25 basically. We're going to be replacing the Sword Seal anyway. I know that. Jacob Jungle says, I know that feeling. Find myself in a kind of personal crisis at the moment. So this is a high... Ah, mate. Jacob, man. You and I, my friend, are in exactly the same boat. Possibly for very different reasons, but also it's just the same feeling. Same feeling, mate. So we're going to... Let's go to the round table holds. And then we can start looking at Ashes of War and things like that. Let's get this out of the way.
Very well.
We're going to put Bloody Slash on the Nagakiba. Okay? I mean, right, go faster. Please go faster. Go. Right, Bill's going to put the bins out. Everyone stop what you're doing. Everyone stop. Freeze. Yeah, Jacob, man. Try... There's a very simple saying, Jacob, right? And that saying is, considering how you're feeling, right? The saying is, this too shall pass. It's all temporary, mate. It's all temporary. It's not going to last long. Right. Because I was very down last week. I mean, well, I've been very down sort of for the last sort of month, really. Why can't I... Bear with me. Bear with me. Let's go get that, let's go get that wet knife. Greg, gotta go, everybody. Oh, mate. I was going to show you the trick. Okay, Greg, I know you're not here, right? But it's very simple. I haven't got a map for you. I haven't got a map to show you. I haven't got a map to show you how to get to the Altus Plateau without fighting any bosses. Okay. Bear with me. Here you go, so we've got the Ash of War Bloody Slash, yeah? Ooh, I should have picked up the crafting stuff at the beginning as well. That's another thing that I missed that needs to go on the list. If we put Bloody Slash on there, we could put the Blood Affinity and then it starts scaling with Arcane. And you do get a slightly higher blood build-up. That's interesting. That's interesting. We'll leave it standard for now. We now have, my friends, something fun to play with. Right, I reckon next I'm going to go here. No, we're going to go all the way back to the beginning now, Church of Ella. I'm going to pick up the crafting stuff. Then we're going to go and maybe get either the furthest cookbook or maybe the stamina talisman. I can also see that you're not then wine. I am Carl. See, he sells 3 cracked pots, so pick those up. Pick up the crafting kit. We'll get the lantern off Baby Boy later on. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, let's head back here now. I wonder if the green turtle talisman is worth it. It's just good for stamina, and like the Radagon Sword Seal is pretty cool for our stats, but like we are taking more damage, and I don't think it's something that I ever keep later on in the game. But again, I suppose we are just trying to get started and stuff. What's this guy got? He's got like golden blade or something, is he? Like, is it? Sacred blade, that's it. Weird stuff going on with those dogs. Ooh. I think we need Trina's Lily. We're going to need a lot of those. Yeah, you need a club for the crystal bosses, right? Now, I believe somewhere down here there is a stone. There's an imp statue. It's just here. I think this is Green Turtle Talisman. Look. Greg's going to come back later. There we go. We'll show him. Greg, you come back later and we'll show you. What's up, dogs? What's up, doggos? So that's pretty handy to have this early on. You know, getting your stamina recovery speed back is pretty cool. Right, we need to get to there. See there? This is why I think... Patches in his cave and taking out Egirius, whatever his name is, with Yura is so important, because it just... I mean, you can get to this area. You can just run to this area on Torrent, but it's just quite nice how it warps you in. And it warps you. Yeah, it's scary because you've got the giant bear there, but you don't actually have to get into a fight with any giant bears. You can just turn around and jump back up onto the road. It's pretty straightforward. Thank you, latest subscriber. Thank you very much. Who's that? Let me check your nameage.
Well, that's
Ibrahim, thank you, mate. Legend.
no. Despite you might have heard of me, untarnished. I want you to.
Ah, see, look, see the golden.
It lies to the
We've got our
remarkable. A fine word, don't
we've got our
It's
boots. So I wonder if we fought fighting, is it? We cheesed the giant dragon when we had this as well as the golden pickle output. Get ultra boosts. Right, I believe this is the cookbook, but I always get it wrong. Is it this one? That's the worst fail that's ever happened to me. Yes, see, so Fervor's cookbook. That allows us to make sleep pots. So we can put dudes to sleep. I'm going to get back on torrent because this is painful watching this. The other thing we could go and do is we could go and get the Ash of War version of Golden Vow. Right? And I believe we can get that up here somewhere. So I'm just thinking about collecting things. The Holy Ash you just got. Great Ash for Skeletons. Yes. Keeps them down. But you bring up a good point, Ego. We got to think about these tunnels. Now, we want to take a mason or something blunt. So we could pick. What? Why are you fighting him? What? Why was I doing that? That is unnecessary. Totally unnecessary. So again, I think we need to be picking up like 20 golden seeds, have a weapon that's on its way to being leveled up quite nicely, have a way to farm some runes and to farm some materials, some mats, so that we can level up our swords. It's an interesting idea, putting the Uchi in as well. Because we are now power stancing. Is pretty awesome. But then the bow is awesome. The bow is great as well, so. Right, isn't there a bloke out here somewhere, just on right up on the edge of a cliff somewhere? Again, it could be another one of those situations of maybe a bit too advanced for fighting because he's a bit tough for a beginner. Strength, not crystal tear. Right. Guys, how am I forgetting about the crystal tears for the physic? How am I forgetting about that? Anybody remember where he is? I feel like I've passed him. Is he up there? I'm sure he's up on there, isn't he? That's what we've got to think as well. We want to, you want to be getting your Flask of Wondrous Physic. You want to be getting some leveled up weapons, the start of a build, good Ash of War. Just be ready to destroy, basically. Ready to wreck. So random, those fire slugs are there. Is there a guy, like, up here somewhere? Like a knight or something? Like he's supposed to be up here somewhere. Oh, there he is. So he's a Godric Knight, isn't he? Okay, so let's have a look at this. What if we go like this? What if we go... Wow. We absolutely wrecked his horse. You saw that, right? That sword seal's making us sketchy. He's not too hard. Like, he went down quite quickly. I could have easily have got a critical hit in on him. So I'm just wondering, we could put Ash of War on the Uchi Katana. So then we could be buffing with Golden Vow as well, you know. Why did I come back to the Stormhill Shack? I probably want to go down to Gatefront to get the wet knife. When can you start doing Ashes of War yourself from anywhere? You have to have the wet knife, is it? Why am I running? So I feel like we're building like quite a strong start. Like we're getting a lot of cool stuff, which like just gets you going. I just wonder if a few of those bosses were a bit too... God, that's good. I mean, you're seeing that, right? I mean, and we're power stancing. I think this is a really... We're onto something here. He made me look like a right mug. That. Oh, this sword has range. It's a long sword. Yeah, this is the way to start the game, I think. Because bleed carries you through the game. It's as simple as that. Like, yeah, okay, Radagon and Elden Beast decide to make things a bit difficult, but... I should have power stanced him, actually. That would have been cool. So it's not bad, is it? And we haven't leveled these weapons up yet. None of these these weapons have been leveled. They're still at their base. Yeah, like, when can I just set Ashes of War in the menu? I'm sure I don't have to keep going back to... I don't have to keep going back to a blacksmith, do I? I'm sure I can just do it from a site of grace, can't you? Weird. There you go, look. Boink. Okay, so could we put gold... Let's test this out. It can stay... We're not going to be doing anything with Faith, so we'll just keep it like that. So what we could be doing is we could be saying... So we could be going like this. Golden Vow on, right? Then we're power stance, baby. So now we've got extra attack. Right? Doing extra damage. Golden Vow's buffed us, right? It just feels like a nice little... It feels like a good start. And dressed as a samurai, you know? Pretty cool. Okay, this is what we're going to do next. Next, we are going to... I wonder about getting these weapons leveled up. What do you reckon, guys? I mean, the Nagakiba is the priority. We should probably start thinking about our Flask of Wondrous Physic as well. Shall we see... Oh, I know what we need to do next. I know exactly what we need to do next. Now, do you guys think that Margit's Shackle is a decent thing for a beginner to get if they've got 5,000 to spare? Because that's what I want to do with this guide. I want to get it so that, like, you know, you're picking up runes and then you're taking those runes and spending them in the right place, because it's all quite finite. There's no sort of cheating or anything. Yeah, so Margit Shackle, Ian, is definitely a thing. If I go into Liurnia of the Lakes, I've got a funny feeling Patches will disappear. I think you've got to be careful with Patches. He will go eventually. Maybe it's when you get to the Altus. I think it's if you go to the Altus Plateau. If you go to the Altus Plateau, I think he moves on to Volcano Manor or something. No, if you go into Liurnia of the Lakes, he ends up on one of the little islands, Liurnia of the Lakes. I think he does, like just one of the rocky bits in the lake.
Well, maybe I'll forgive you at any rate. Don't miss all.
Margit is going to give us... Well, Margsy Boy is going to give us our second talisman slot, right? So we may as well make that fight super easy. We don't block this. What I want to do, we're going to go and get Bloodflame Blade next. Now, I think it might require some stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to speed the game up so we can just get this super fast, right? Let's go. I should have been doing this for most of what we're doing here, actually, but you may start getting motion sickness. Always dangerous running along here. I don't even sprint when I'm running along here. I'm just holding the control stick up. When I've got it at like 300% speed, I always fall off the cliff. Always. You see, because running here as well, haven't we got like a sacred... We've got another sacred tier, haven't we? Right. It's got a Sire Grace. Yeah, going through doorways, impossible. Yes, so we've got another sacred tier. Again, we want to be picking up sacred tiers. We want to be able to stay at like the start of the guide. In this guide, we're going to spend the first hour or so of the game literally just getting 10 of these, 15 of these, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, and it's just going to like show all of the result and the reward up front, you know? Glintstone Cookbook, I don't think that's going to be something we ever need. Let me know if this is hurting your eyes, guys. The other thing we need to consider, I don't know why I did that, is getting sleep pots. Crafting our sleep pots. So we probably do want to go to the Albanorit's village just to get the mushrooms and the lilies. Craft it. Eco, it's a mod. I'm playing on PC, so it's a mod. It's the camera mode mod actually lets you speed the game up for an insane amount. The camera mode mod is so much more than a camera mod. Oh my god, it's incredible. Right. So, we're looking for the Rose Church, which isn't the easiest thing to find when you haven't got a map. So we'll head to the map piece and Sire Grace. Here. Right. Union North, Sire Grace. Nice. Now we head over to Rose Church here. And just above there we get Bloodflame Blade. I'm not going to be playing the game this fast all the time, guys. I'm just when we're running to places, I can just speed it up. Big spot on my head. Right, here we go. So see, I think it's that dude there, look. See that little guy? I think he has our... Is it this one? That's not going to help. Crouching isn't going to help. Boom. Right, Bloodflame Blade. There you go. Awesome. Right, we know that the Rose Church has anything of interest to us at the moment, until we've killed Godric, right? That's a recipe thing, is it? Yeah, okay. You mean you're not going to fight Millennia at this speed, lol? No. Okay. We've got a sacred tear, that'll do. Right, so on the Uchigatana now. Oh, Bloodflame Blade's an incantation. What am I thinking of? Hold on, how? Hold on, bear with me, guys. I've got something wrong. What am I doing wrong? I don't think Bloody Slash is the thing I'm thinking of. Bloody Slash isn't the thing. It's... Someone teaches you something. What is it? What am I thinking of? You know, I'm going to go on my YouTube channel because that's where it's all done, and that's how I... I've got the wrong Ash of War. Bloody Slash is good for now. It gets you to a certain point, but the Ash of War... What we want to do is we want to put Bloodflame Blade on, and then use another Ash of War. So let me just remind myself. Remind myself what exactly it is that I'm supposed to be talking about. Chee-hee. How is YouTube so bad at finding stuff? It's owned by Google. The double slash Ash of War. That's what I'm looking for. Double slash Ash of War. Double slash Ash of War. Oh. It's in Celia. It's in Celia, Town of Sorcery. Yes, of course. Guys, this is about to get a lot better. This is about to get a heck of a lot better, okay? Promise you that. If only there was a starter guide you could follow. Right, so. Bloodflame Blade requires 12 Faith and 10 Arcane. So if we want that to be a part of this, we do need to consider... 6 points if we're not boosting either of these things. But that's okay. That's okay. Right. Follow me, guys. Follow me. We're going to go back to the gate front. So we're going to do Agulake North. We are going to jump into Caelid, right? We're going to fly into Caelid. We're going to go to the Celia Town of Sorcery. We're going to get our thing, okay? Now I'm feeling like maybe the levels I've allocated weren't the best allocation, but then we'll just need to figure this out. Happy neighbors. What's up, rats? Oh wow, they usually always hit me. Amazing. Get that. Next one, get that. Rock grease, baby. Nice. Okay. Now then, Celia, Celia, Celia. Yes, of course. Or Celia. Right, this is what we're going to do. Bear with me, bear with me. I'm going to turn the speed at the back. We do not want to be that crazy. I need to remember how to do this now. So far, so good. I wasn't even trying to beat you, mate. I just did. Right. Who's shooting at me? Right, guy down there. To see that crystal... That scarab there, sorry. I was going to say crystal lizard then. That scarab there... As what we want. I've got some arrows left, right? Thank God. That would have been embarrassing. Double slash. Now this is the thing we need. That's the bad boy we need. Right, seeing as we're here... We may as well get the Sight of Grace here. This way we don't really need to commit to going into Aeonia just yet. We can just leave that there. And same with the Celia Crystal Tunnel Sight of Grace, that's helping us. Right, so what we need to do... We need to put this on. Okay. Don't think I ever got that scarab. There he is, mate. There he is. Definitely should just put the stuff in the Wondrous Physic. That's just silly. Why I'm not using my flask is stupid. Okay. I'm going to put it in so it's there. But we do need the 12 Faith and the 10 Arcane. I know the Scar Seal does stuff like that, but I can't remember where you get that. Right, so Ashes of War. Check this out, right? Double slash, okay. Ooh, Keen Affinity. Keen Affinity is giving us... There's not a lot in that, really, is there? They give us 150... Oh, Standard's better. Standard's just better. Right, so see Bloody Slash. Check this out now, right? Oh, what am I doing? Guys, I apologize massively. I'm being really dumb. Right, Uchigatana has double slash. Standard, yes. No, Nagakiba. I don't even know my weapons. Standard. I couldn't have made more of a mess of that if I tried. Ooh, hold on. $4,852. Oh, it's not a lot in it. There's not a lot in that. Right, that has double slash, the Nagakiba. And then the Uchigatana has Golden Vow. Right, so. Check this out. Right, ready? Check this out. That is Corpse Piler. That's Rivers of Blood's Corpse Piler. We smash a Blood Flame Blade on there, you've basically got it. Like, your sword is flaming, boosting your bleed, and you're just doing this. Right? But would the deck scaling not mean it would be better in the long run? Yes, if we would use Keen if we're putting the points in dexterity, which I think we probably will be doing. So a couple more levels in dex, and then you probably would switch to Keen, I suppose, because you'd be getting more. You'd be getting a bit more. Right. Okay. So we can Golden Vow. Then we can double slash. Now, the other thing we're going to do... Actually, we're going to stay in Caelid. I'm really sorry to say, guys, we're going to stay in Caelid. I'm so sorry. Let's go and inquire about Flame Grant Me Strength. I don't want this to end up being so much of a faith situation, but it could be really, really handy. Let's see what I do against this guy. Where's Commander Nile? Remember where he is? Up here, is he? Where is he? He's around here somewhere. Here. I forgot I had my 3 times speed on. He seems pretty tough still. He seems pretty tough. But I wonder what would happen if we had Blood Flame Blade on. What if we did... What if we really did get that? I think he's probably still a bit out of our league. Look where my runes are. Right on him. There we go. Commander O'Neill's one is, sorry. I wonder about him. See, you've got more maps and you've got more golden seeds as well. I'm just wondering... Flame Grant Me Strength, from what I remember, doesn't require that much faith, does it? Like 15? I'd just be concerned that we're buffing too much and spreading our stats too thinly. I'm lost. I'm lost. Oh my god. This is not good. I'm looking for Port Gale. Killed you 3 times as quick. Yeah, we can snipe away with bows on anything. I think I'm just trying to get an idea. That's really annoying because I've left my runes up in that bloody dragon church. I'm going to get them now. Where are they exactly? Here randomly somewhere. No. Oh. See, playing at 3 times speed can be really helpful. It can also absolutely ruin what you're doing. That's Fort Gale, isn't it? Why didn't I just keep running? Why did I go back to the Dragon Communion Cathedral? I didn't need to go there. Idiot. I meant to be lose then. Like, we lost about 3,000 runes, didn't we? Whoops. Right. Head up here. Hello. I should not be 3 times in the speed on this. This is just silly. Oh my god. Hey, alright, Kevlar. Kevlar's in the house. Oh. Talk to me, Kevlar. What's up, mate? Still in the States? I think you're there till September, aren't you? That's how you get Flame Grant Me Strength. Hey. Storm of Smithing Zone 4, thank you very much. Yo. Yo. Leave the meteoric ore blades down there somewhere. Right. Enough for the speed. Back. Lovely. Getting our golden seeds. Thank you very much. Right. So, what have we got in our inventory now? I need to go to I want to see these. Going down the route of incantations. It's a scary old business. Scary old business. Right. We don't want to be spreading ourselves too thin. Flame Army Strength requires 15 faith. Okay. Physical and fire affinity attack power. Yeah, so we'd be able to put all of these things on with the Golden Bow Ash of War. And then when we're using double slash, this whole thing with Bloodflame Blade is just pure drips of blood, basically. Mate, great to see you, Kevlar. Great to see how you doing. I'm doing alright, mate. I'm doing alright. Coming out of a bit of a rut, mate, but, you know, just trying to get back into creating content for you guys. Hanging out with you guys, basically. That's what's up. That's what I want to be doing. Right, so where can I go to get some cheap and easy runes? Because it would be nice to try and put this in action with the proper setup. I need a finger seal as well. I would need a finger seal just to cast the spell, the incantation. What kind of build did you make? Well, Aaron, I'm trying to sort of. At the moment, it looks like it's going to be some sort of bleed build, right? It's kind of just like a sort of. I'm trying to think up just some, like a nice little starter guide for people, you know. We're just running around seeing what we can get away with. Who's up? Where'd you get the finger seals? Right, guys. What we can do whilst we're here. We could try cheesing the Knight's Cavalry. He'd probably give me enough runes for everything I need. Should we try cheesing the Knight's Cavalry? He would probably give me quite a lot of runes, the runes that I need. The Deathrite birds at right, so down here, right, you should probably go up and get the Sight of Grace first, just in case you get killed. Look at this. Look at all those. Trina's Lily, baby. Look at those. Those are for our sleep pots. And I believe you get plenty of mushrooms down here. And there's quite a few mushrooms up by the Sight of Grace if we actually go up here. You reckon the Royals Remain armor set would be too heavy? So we need mushrooms and Trina's lilies to make our sleep pots for later on, if they're going to be a part of our. You get quite a few around here. I wonder, is the Royal Remains set? You can see there's a round table hold. Yeah, you can get it there. Is getting the Royal Remains set? It's the weird ball thing which we can just cheese to fall off the cliff, right? Oh, I forgot about him. Yeah, I do not want to fight you, mate. I'm admitting I'm very scared of you. Please leave me alone. We could be friends. We could just be friends. So, that's double slash, right? That's double slash without it being powered up. You're gonna proc bleed with it. It's gonna happen.
Please, no.
He's a formidable foe, that one. And I'm not saying I fought him well,
I haven't a clue.
but you saw how that bleed built up and just went boom on him. When we've got Blood Flame Blade on, and if you have Flame Grant Me Strength as well, it's a bit insane.
We're finished. The curse, man, I beg you. You must keep it out. And if you should, then please...
Right, so you get the Haligtree medallion, we go to the Round Table Hold, and then we're going to get attacked by an NPC, which shouldn't give us too much trouble, I don't think. Oh, famous last words. See the bleed? See how that procs is so mean. Oh my god! What was I doing? So basically, I switched out of double slash to do a power stance, and I stopped tapping L1 because I thought it died. I've never died against that person before. That is a first. Revenge? Revenge. She was quite good at getting past my attacks, so which is a bit scary. Right, we should get her this time. Get off the table! How rude. I can't believe how difficult that was. There you go, predicting your own demise again. Yeah, I've tried doing it with the lottery tickets, the lottery numbers. I just can't quite get them. Right, I don't know if this armor's necessary. I don't even know if it'll put us over encumbered. Ah, we stay in medium load. So that's pretty cool. At least we get that little bit of auto healing at 18% health. That's alright.
Oh, welcome to I teach and explore so that one day ensuring, by the way, you do most Tana you are well.
Mate, I'll be honest, I thought you were going to sell me the finger seal, but I think it's the Twin Maiden Husks. I've never seen that MC use gravity magic. I have, mate. I have. Yeah, so it's there for 800. Okay, cool. So we might just want to consider how we're going to spread stuff early. My concern would just be that maybe we spread too thin too early on. That would be my only concern. And we need a nice way to ensure that we have enough runes to do all this, you know? I think maybe what we could have done... I mean, that Saw Seal does seem to be getting me in a lot of trouble. Like, I am taking a lot of damage. So we're going to have to commit to our faith stat being... We don't even have to worry about a memory stone either, because we've only got the 2 things in there. So it's getting... so it's taking faith... Good look. Taking faith and arcane to what was it? 15 max for faith and 10 arcane. That's, you know, it's a lot of levels at this point. Like, it is tough. Like, I still don't have enough to level up there. Let's see if we can cheese the Knights Cavalry. Let's do it. See what happens. If he falls, he should give me enough runes. Ooh, he might not quite, but it's better than nothing. We could probably defeat this guy maybe as well. I don't know. Let me just see about damage on this guy. So if we stay on the horse. Oh wow. That was hilarious. Let me just see about this guy. Dead. Wow, that was brutal. I apologise profusely, sir. I honestly think this Saw Seal is making me take too much damage. That's what I'm blaming. Mate, get out of my way. I'm obviously not fighting you. God. What is happening? He's going to start breathing fire at me. I can hear it. Not a very nice dragon. Right, what is good is the runes that we can get here. We can pick up more runes, right? We get some pretty... I think we get like a rune 6. We get an 8 here, yeah. Cool. Is he still... He's still aggroed. Huh. Problem is, I just need to be careful with the Knight's Cavalry, because I may end up just dying. I don't want to lose any more runes, really. I'll use the runes I just got. I'll use one of the runes I just got. I think that gives us enough to level up. I'm sure it was like 7, 8. Yeah. I'm going to go with Arcane first, because it's helping with the bleed. We need to find 7 levels in Faith. That's quite hot. Not sure how easy this is to do so early on. Guys, what's the best way to get him Knight's Cavalry down now? Is it to try and get in the top corner again? I don't think the poison works anymore, does it? Is it just trying to get him over here? Like I go up here or something? Get him to like sort of jump. I see poison arrows would have been good there. How do you guys usually do it? It's been so long since I've done this. I know that if you can get him to do a jump attack, like near the cliff, that's like a really good way of doing it, because he goes right off the edge. I should like to try and pop my gold pick foul foot as well. He's going to go back now. I think he'll despawn. He's just literally there. Despawn? He's still there. He knows where I am, right? Oh, he didn't think he was that close. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. That's what you get for trying to cheese. Do you reckon we can get him down? That was so funny. I mean, this is... You gotta think, right? This Black Knight, he obviously... When he was born, right? When Elden Ring was just about to launch, he knew how much trouble he was going to give players. He couldn't wait. He was like, I am a cool boss, I'm a cool enemy. And he spent the last year and a half being cheesed, right? So I think he's got a lot of built-up anger. I think getting him down there screws it up. I don't think you can do much if he's down there. If he's under the tree like that. How about if I go like that? He can still hit me there. Poison arrows like that would probably work, right? I'm not thinking I'm gonna kill him, I'm just trying to get him to do something. Yes, like that. Need him to be angry. We can get him to jump. We get a jump attack from him. He should go off the edge, right? Here it is. Oh, I should not have popped that. Not going. I thought I had him then. Damn, should not have popped that. Yes, yes, that's it. Oh no. Can't get him. That's gonna run out by the time he goes. Not to suggest, really. I can't stand here all the time. Come on, mate. Jump on. Do you want to? I mean, I could... It's so close. I just need him to jump forward or just slide off by accident. Can I get on torrent here? Yes, I can. I popped that foul foot thinking I had him. Yeah, it's no good getting him down there. It just doesn't seem to fall. Oh, he's really... Oh my god, I almost went then. Is he gone? He's gone. Yes! And I got the gold pickle power put on. And dare I say, it's not bad having Bloodhound's Step. I don't think that's enough to get me, like, all the levels I need, though, unfortunately. I feel like run out of arrows. Run out of arrows. Oh. Not far off. It's not enough for Flame grant me strength. There was some jam on that cheese. It's not enough for Flame grant me strength, but oh, we're only 1,000 off actually. Level 13. That's not too bad. If I use the rest of these, so I do think there is something in this to say, look, we can. But again, there's something glitchy and something quite difficult about getting him to fall off that bridge. So putting it in there, I'm just not sure. Jesus chutney. Right. So Faith only needs 2 more levels. And we can do everything we want. But for now, what we can do is this. Let me show you. We can do this. Okay. Okay, no. That's the wrong order. That's the wrong order. We need an action order here, right? We need an action order, okay? So, try this. Bang, Golden Vow. Straight into Blood Flame Blade. Right. Here it is. That, my friends, is Rivers of Blood Corpse Pilot, pretty much. but with a much longer blade, which is really cool. Okay, so with this, let's go and see. Wow, that gold pickle foul foot's still going. But those things last longer than I thought. Hear music. I like it. A bit scary. Right, okay. Should we go and see Margit? Just see what we do. Just go and test how strong we are against Margit, yeah? There's so much more stuff to be picking up. Like, I should be trying to get, I feel like I should be trying to get some stuff for the Wondrous Physic. Boosting strength and healing myself is okay, but I feel like we could be getting something better. 3 mins for GPFF. What's that? Margit, your defenses are horrendous, my friend. You need to sort that out. To be honest, like, gold pickle foul foot, sorry, yeah. So what's interesting there is maybe we don't need to worry about flame grant me strength so early on. I wonder. Oh, I should have sorted my flasks out. I should have put more. Well, I should have put one more MP flask in. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Like, he is interrupting me a bit, but that is not bad. Quite happy with that. Look at that. Ha, he knocked me off. That is not bad. That's not too bad. So, we're not even using Margit's shackle there. That's quite interesting. Quite interesting, that. That's doing a decent amount of damage. Oh, we're only mead loading because we've got the saw seal on, okay. Fair enough. It uses such little FP as well, it's brilliant. Why did you run back into that? That was stupid. See? And he has punish windows. He has punish windows. I'm not even using Margit's shackle, I'm not even using it.
Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must run in thy veins.
Like, you can sort of stop yourself doing the full combo as well if you don't want to be too stuck in. Okay, Blood Flame Blades come off. That is worrying. I do think I probably need another blue flask. That's not even hard to rebuff. Yeah, problem is now we haven't got enough FP. No, don't kill him, don't kill him, don't kill him. I don't want him to die, I don't want him to die. I don't want him to die just yet. So we could finish him off. I just want to try Margit's shackle. I've never actually used Margit's shackle. What did you do? Jeffrey Van Duren. Yo, I'm a new player. I playing since a week or so. Your guides helped me a lot. Thanks for the videos. Ah, nice one, Jeffrey, mate. I'm jealous of you playing for the first time, getting to experience it all. Right. Let's try this. I'm not even using the Flask of Wondrous Physic either. That could be helping me. Let's do that. I just wanted to see. I just wanted to have an idea. Briefly binds Margit once imprisoned to Earth. Okay. Erickson Pringle. Yo. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I've never actually used Margit's Shackle before. It feels so good switching back like that. Oh, I should have done my pots. Hold on. Let me just do the pots a little bit. I feel like we can afford to have one less health pot because we're going to be using Margit's Shackle, which is obviously cheating. It's obviously cheating. 6 and 2 should be alright. It's interesting that I'm still buffed. I'm sure there could be a little cheat in there. And that's just going to give me more strength, isn't it? And there it is. Bleed feels really good when it hits him. Oh, I didn't know you could use it more than once. Is he just supposed to stand on it, is he? Let me reapply this, and then do this. Do that. Is it not doing anything? That's not doing. It's not doing anything. What's that about? Oh, well, only works for the first phase, is it? Okay then. Buff co-op build. No, I haven't. That sounds good though. First phase. Okay, cool. It's cool because you literally just push left on the stick to come out of the double into Bloodflame Blade. Bang on that. Bang on that. We're in. Yeah, I'll try going a bit faster with it this time. Hello. Here you go. Ah, so you want to time this then? Well, that's ridiculous. So I still think very viable for talking about wanting something to be easy at the beginning. So Margit's Shackle is obviously huge. And you can use it on Morgott as well, can't you, or something? Or was that Morgott's Shackle or something? Oh, see, that would be really nice. If that could have just got us to 15 faith, that could have got us to 15 faith. I think we'd be in a really good position there, because that would just... Then you're bringing Flame Grant Me Strength into the mix. Bill says foul foot. I should have used foul foot, yeah. We can save the foul foot for something bigger, maybe? Foul foot might have tipped us over the line, actually, Bill. Oh, I didn't actually know that. You can use it to make flame and frost pillars go down remotely in dungeons. That's good. That's really cool. Okay, so I think we're onto something here. The build. I'm calling it a build. It's not a build. Now, the only other thing is we haven't actually leveled up these weapons yet. I do wish that it was a situation of Thomba Smithing Stones. It's actually the best use for it. I don't know, Bill. That made Margit very easy because he's just lying down the whole time. Interesting. Okay. Right then, guys. I'm going to call it there. Eco-terrorist. The faith stat does buff. The faith tier does buff the faith stat. I think you get the faith tier there, don't you? Man, this game is too amazing. Gosh, yeah, it's still holding up after all this time. I think we're onto something with this guide. I think what I'd like to do is just go through it again and try. The only 3 things I think you have to worry about are it's just getting Yura at the beginning. And I think that could be made easier if we saved our arrows, right? I'll try it out tomorrow. Maybe it could be a starter thing. It's on the Weeping Peninsula, is it? It's there, is it? Faith tier's there, is it? I thought it was up there. I think that's lightning and fire and magic up there, isn't it? Something like that. Yeah, I'm just wondering if, like, my idea would be you start with the samurai. Samurai class might not even be the best class for what we're trying to do. But all I'm thinking is you get the Uchi Katana. You know, you get the Uchi Katana. You start off with that, and you got a bow. You could maybe. I wonder if you fire a standard arrow at Neregius. Fire a standard arrow at him, and then that summons Yura, and you just run away from Nigerius, yet let Yura fight him. That makes the fight really easy. Does make it really easy. Then when it comes to fighting Yura, you just use your fire arrows on him. 15 fire arrows, or 20 fire arrows, whatever you start with. Samurais, yeah, it's an easy starting class. So you do feel quite strong up front. Do I even stand a chance against this guy? Find out. They don't bleed, do they? I mean, for the fact it's not proccing bleed, we're doing quite well. I mean, he's definitely killable. I'm forgetting how to fight these guys, so I'm being a bit rubbish, but nothing really new there, is there? Stamina. Where'd he come from? Mate, what are you doing? Hey, there's no faith tier there. Use the bow from the cliff to snipe him. Yeah, eco. Maybe that's. It's north in a slot on the eastern sides by some poison flowers. Oh yeah, isn't it like here somewhere? I've only done like 5 videos featuring it. I think it's like down there, isn't it? I mean, got ourselves the opaline. I'm going to go up to the church first. The next video that I'm doing is a Godslayer build. It's pretty simple, just a Godslayer sword and some black flame spells, incantations. But I've had quite a lot of fun with it. Killed Radic on an Elden Beast quite easily. Thrown Melania into a second phase like you wouldn't believe. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be the next one. I just think there's something we can start. The more we... That's what I want to do on the next few live streams, just keep starting the game. Just keep starting the game again and trying to figure out... Is that it there? I think that's it there, isn't it? That's the badger. Cool. Accurate something. That's the demi-human queen thing, whatever she is. Demi-human queen staff, is it that she drops? Yeah, Aaron, give him a go, mate. Give him a go. Right. So, interesting thing to try out then. Killed everything now, though. I should I wanted to keep Margit alive. We go to the Flask of Wondrous Physic. Take out the Strength Knot. No, take out the healing thing, man. Surely. Yeah, put that one in. And put Faith Knot. That's not bad. Look at this. That's not a bad start, is it? Look, check this out. This is not a bad start. We need more FP though. Then grant me strength in as well. We are just ready to make everything. Really? Alright, lads. There's always one out of range, embarrassingly. I mean, that is not a bad start. I mean, I'm wondering if we start looking at poison arrows. We can buy poison arrows, like, up here somewhere. The artist shack, or the whatever the guy's name shack is up here. And like you say, maybe we could start sniping dudes. I mean, it's not bad going, is it? Like, I'm quite comfortable to go for Godric now. I'd be quite comfortable. I'd run through Raya Lucaria, hammer the dog, hammer Renala. Renala doesn't like fire, so we've got Blood Flame Blade giving a bit of that. It's not bad, this, guys. Not bad, this at all. But the question is, I've got to get the numbers right on it. How do we get the numbers right? Did I do this efficiently? Do we want to be relying on the Faith Knot in the Wondrous Physic? I mean, early on in the game, you could argue yes, because the Faith Knot is something you can run to pick up. Yeah. So you could be... Look, you could be casting Flame Grant Me Strength very, very early on. I mean, what would you have to do? You'd have to put 2... I think the class starts... I think the class started with... it's so funny that your faith is 24 now. Oh my god, Bill, that's almost enough to cast the actual Golden Vow incantation. That's what we need to consider. I don't think we need to be putting a lot of points in faith early on. I think we can just be using the Faith Knot here. It's not easy to figure out an optimal path. Yeah, but it'd be fun. I think poison arrows could be included. Layery says, "Yo, bro, need help for a boss? I could help you." No, thanks, mate. We're all good. We've hammered quite a few of them. Just starting off. Oh, cheesed a few of them. Cool. Optimal path. Yeah. What will it be? Boom. Right. Yeah. Poison arrows, Bill. I'm just wondering what we could snipe. Where and how. So Knights Cavalry could be a bit easier. You can have the option of getting the Knights Cavalry cheesed or not. I suppose with enough poison arrows, you can at least say that you're not going to waste your gold pickle foul for it. You might even be able to poison Grail on the bridge as well. You know, maybe that's the centerpiece of it all. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we start looking at what we can snipe early on in the game to get everything much easier. Let me just remind myself quickly. Yes, gold pickle foul are pretty straightforward. We've got our sleep pots, which we haven't used, but saving those for something else. Right, I'm getting lost now. Yeah, see, I'm running up to his shack before getting the Sight of Grace I usually get. Oh god. Quick before the dog kills him. Right. And isn't the Serpent's Bow pretty easy to get? It's just in like a poison rock cave, but you can just sort of suicide run to it, right? You can just corpse run it. See, so he's got all the poison arrows, which we could just start firing off at everything.
Have a safe journey.
Bear with me, I know I just bought 80 of them, but I just want to try something. Yeah, no, Jeffy, that's been patched, mate. So I have killed the big white dragon, but you can't repeat kill him anymore. They patched the running back to the Sight of Grace, unfortunately. It is probably a good thing. I got 80 poison arrows, right? And all I'm thinking is, can we get Matey Boy here poisoned? You can still do it, can you? That's interesting. You can farm the dragon once. Well, it's not really farming. You can still kill the dragon with bleed. I did it on the stream earlier. But getting back and forth to him, I don't think works anymore. Maybe to get the timing just perfect. Yeah. Don't know about that. Right, what we need to do, we need to get Grail to come down here. Basically keep the dragon interested. And we'll head up there. We'll see what poison arrows can do against him. Can he be poisoned? I don't think he can. Bill, I'm off to bed as well, mate, in 1 second. Thanks for being on the stream, buddy. I'm not sure. Can we poison him? Poison dragons? Well, we can. Hide behind the rocks on the bridge. I usually go up here. I like this rocks on the bridge idea though. There we go. He should follow us. This is quite a safe spot up on here, you see. As long as he stays interested. He does head back. Do we know if he can be poisoned? Takes a lot for Proc. Okay. He might hit me. He might get me for that. He does rise up sometimes. Oh, he did get me. Oh, but he is poisoned. Look, he's poisoned. Question is, how long does that poison go on for? Not bad. Okay. So we can poison. I think poison arrows could be a huge part of this build. It may even work for cheesing like the knight that gives us the golden vow, Ashen War and stuff, you know. It'll go for 600 HP. Well, that's not too bad, is it? How much HP's he got? 3,000? What a look. It'd be interesting to know. What's he coming in at? Ooh, he has 11,500. That would take quite a lot of time. But then we are doing about 1,000 damage overall because his weak spot is his head, so if we hit him in the head more, 11,500. We're probably hitting him for about 500 to get it to proc. So with the 600 damage it's doing, that should be 1,000 each time. Oof, God, but you probably need you're going to need a lot of poison arrows. But it's an option, right? It is an option. Could do the buff, yeah. Yeah, Courageous Dog Kennel. I've got a God Slayer build, which I've collected most of the footage for now. I just need to write a script for it and just get that edited and put live. And then after that, Fess has come up with a really cool little Black Knight build, which is like a sort of cavalry build. So it's more like being on Torrent in the overworld. But then there's a switch for it. There's like an optional loadout of it to then be useful for bosses. So that should be a good one. Then just build more and more and more. and remember which one is my favourite for the DLC. Right, guys, I'm gonna have to call it there. It's getting very late, so I was supposed to stop at 10. It's 11, so I am going to stop now. Cool. Guys, you've been awesome. Thank you for like a really nice first stream back. It's been a while. It has been a while. Wednesday. Let's catch up Wednesday to see where we're at Wednesday, yeah? And we'll do some more fun stuff, hopefully. Nice one, guys. Nice one. Have good evenings, have good days, have good nights, whatever your time zone is. And I'll see you Wednesday. Night night all. Nice one, Cameron. Bye.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Ashen one.